Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell-All. My name is Bobby Fazio. Hopefully you can hear me. I am in Pennsylvania at the racing compound, we'll say, trying to get ready for this weekend. So I got my AirPods in. So if you can hear me, just give me a little thumbs up. And let me know because I don't want to sit here and just talk to myself. I do that enough throughout the day. All right, who's out there? What's going on? Daniel K. Davis. Hello, Bobby. It's time. I'll see you at the racetrack. All right, sounds good. Walt, let's go. Hey, I think Bruce Fulper beat Walt. There he is. Walt, let's go. Happy Tuesday. And I'm sure Walt's probably getting ready for his double event this week in Ennis, Texas. Texas Motorplex. Brian Cool. How you doing, Brian? Good evening, sir. Brian Zenzen. We got all the Brians tonight. Zenzen, what's going on, man? Congrats on your big win out there. I saw you won in your I don't know if it was an MCR association, but it was definitely a combo at Brainerd, so that's pretty cool, man. And who'd you take out in the final? Mans? Did you take out Mike Mans in the final? Let us know. Bob Bender, what's up, Bob? How you doing? Anthony Lombardo, long time no see. How you been, buddy? I hope to see you pretty soon in Division 1. Getting ready to head out to Route 66. My dad is the 20th person in line. Must be nice. Oh, boy, he's going to get a great spot, right? I like that facility. I do. I got a national event this weekend in Joliet, Route 66 Raceway, which was off the schedule for a little while there. Now it's back on. We just need divisional events there, at least one a year, maybe more. That would be nice, right? Hayden Brown, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Loaded and ready for Ennis. So he's going to Ennis to run Super Street, but hopefully he's going to be running Stock Eliminator one of these days. Hayden Brown. George Wright, hello from the Mitt. From the Mitt. From the Motor City? From the Mitt? Is that the same thing? Is that Michigan slang right there? Brian Zenzen, there he is. What's going on? Loud and clear, everybody says. All right, I love it. Love it. These AirPods are worth their weight in gold, aren't they? Terry Nolan, what's up? How you doing, Terry? Scott Cott, they can hear me just fine. Doug Deck is loaded for Chicago. Doug in that good old Mustang. He tells me the year every day, and I forget every day. 2004 Mustang. We're going to go with that. Joe Collins. He's got the first generation Camaro down there in the South Carolina F-stick car. Steven Johnson. Anybody see Steven and Horace Johnson's interview that Revin Evan Smith did? It's on YouTube. I think it's called the Revin Evan YouTube channel. Just type in Evan Smith, you'll find it. He's got like 50,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, so he's got a huge audience. And I know that this interview was a big hit. I watched it. It's a great interview, and a really cool car, by the way, with history behind it. So good job, Steven Johnson. Ray Klotz, all right, what's going on, Ray? Walt Walker's not going to Ennis. He got graduations and prom. Responsibilities. All right, Walt. There you go. I got to take back the $5 I bet on you to make a huge move in the points this weekend. The bet is null and void. Billy Ryder, what's going on? Billy, how you doing? How's Dad's car doing? Let me know. Let me know if you're going to drive one of them this year, too. All right, the comments are still flying in. First race back from deployment. All right, Zenzen. You took out Jason DeForest. I knew it was a killer. It was a BIR combo. That's put on by the Line family, I believe, Brian Zenzen. So good job, man. Congratulations. Kid comes back from deployment, and he's out winning races in Superstock already. Way to go, man. We're all happy for you. There's Ray Thurston. He's here. Okay, now we can start. Okay. Gary Ewing, how you doing, buddy? Good to see Gary Ewing. I love Gary Ewing's Camaro, 69 Camaro. How you feeling, Gary? You doing all right? All right, let's see here. We got some sponsors, obviously. Lupe Tortilla. We can't do the show without Lupe Tortilla since 1983. I wonder if they're going to Ennis, Texas this weekend. Houston, Beaumont, College Station, and Katy. That's Stan and Sheila Holt. They got the 4-speed and 5-speed Chevy 2s in stock and super stock. Love the cars and love the food, right? So thank you for all your help. Draginsights.com. Guys, research yourself. Research your opponents. If you've been racing, you're probably getting a scorecard after your weekend of racing. And if you're like me and you haven't started racing yet, you're just going in the website and researching your competition, which is what I do on a regular basis. So I think you should do the same. Drag Insights, if you're a premium member, is a contingency sponsor. And they are also sponsoring the Midwest Class Racers Association this year, Dead on the Dial Award. So thank you very much, Alicia. She's the best. She's the best. Who else we got out there? Where's Don Kennedy when you need him? Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance, 602-284-6240 or 1donkennedy@gmail.com. He's a pit snob, he's a hotel snob, and he's an insurance snob, and he gets the job done for you. Let him handle those claims for you, and he writes the policies through Haggerty Insurance. And he's the man. And he's the actual idea behind this driver interviews project. So we can all thank him. Thanks, Don Kennedy. Rob Youngblood, AdvancedClutches.com. Get yourself a clutch. Put a 4-speed in it. What have you got to lose, right? Or put a 5-speed in it if it came with one. AdvancedClutches.com. Lightweight, billet, machined, beautiful pieces, and a lot of good help. A phone call away. Literally. The guy answers his phone, okay? Unlike other services, other, businesses out there, you can get a hold of Rob Youngblood, and he will help you. That is worth its weight in gold. PontiacEngines.com. That's Bruce Folper, Mr. 428 Pontiac. Hopefully he's out in super stock pretty soon this year. We miss seeing him out there. And or hear him announce. We want to hear him announce, too. Bruce, let us know if you're announcing anything soon. RocketmanCoatings.com. Did anybody see the rocker arm spinning down the rocker shaft on the reel that I shared today? It was pretty cool. I was like, we should make a game out of this. But that is the kind of friction or lack thereof when Rocketman coats your stuff. So you can get them to coat a shaft rocker system for you, piston rings, pistons, bearings, gears, anything that you want to reduce friction on will pick up horsepower and reduce temperatures as well. So rocketmancoatings.com. And Minnick, get your taxes done, guys. RP Minnick, rpm@rpminnick.com. Hope to see him in Division 1 pretty soon. Ray, what's up? You out there, buddy? 267-247-7601. Hunt him down at the track if you got questions about taxes. I know I've got a few. Ray Minnick. He's based out of Pennsylvania, and he is a huge help. An accountant that races. We need them. And VPRacingFuels.com. Fuel contingency and oil contingency, and they are squaring up the contingency payments from last year, guys. So they I've seen people posting on online that they are getting their contingency payments that were owed to them from VP last year, and apparently the year before, from what I heard. I don't know. I've never had a problem collecting VP money, but I haven't won anything that was. I haven't had a contingency claim with them since 2023. So I did not win any kind of class or anything last year, which God, I hope to change that this year. All right, let's see. Who else is out there? Thurston's working on the stalker. Send help. Walt. Where's Walt? Where's Tom Baker? Who's the closest? Hey, how you doing, Amcam? What's up, man? There's Tom Baker. Tom, go over there and help Ray. Joe Collins, North Carolina. I'll get it right one of these weeks, Joe. I'll get it right. No promises, but we'll see. Tom Gent. There's North Carolina again. What's up, Tom? How you doing, buddy? Walt's Walt's going to make a move down. What do we call that? I'll buy a put on Wall's points movement this week. If I buy a call, I mean it'll go up. If I buy a put, that means I think it's going to go down. Who wants to sell me the put? I got to read up on that. Make sure I'm saying it right. Reggie Leach. I remember Reggie. How you doing? He's back from Japan for work and ready to prepare for the season. All right. I know he's got a C-Stock automatic Camaro. So I will probably see him at the Virginia Nationals. What's up, Reggie? Thanks for tuning in, man. James Greasy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. And Brett Steven, what's up, Brett? Brett's another, not C, I think a D stalker, but same combo as me, 67 Mustang. Love it. All right, guys, we got some birthdays. We got Ernie Neal. So this is the Drag Insights calendar. Drag Insights calendar has all your race schedule on it and birthdays. If you're a member and you supplied your birthday, you get a shout out here, and you'll get a Facebook post from Alicia. All right, Ernie Neal II. Ernie Neal II and Sheila May Holt. That is Lupe Tortilla, Sheila May Holt. So we got two cool people here sharing a birthday on May 7th. Happy birthday, Ernie Neal II and Sheila May Holt, May 7th. We got Doug Deck, May 11th. Happy birthday, Doug, loyal listener and heck of a nice guy. Hope to see him pretty soon. If not, hopefully see him at Indy. Happy birthday, Doug. And Alan Englund was May 12th. Happy birthday, Alan. That was yesterday. We don't have any member birthdays today that I saw. So if I missed you, sorry about that. Make sure your birthday is in the system. What's up, Tom Maoli? How you doing, buddy? Out there on the West Coast. All right, what's going on with the IHRA, guys? We've got somewhat of a I guess, debacle going on with like leadership there. Alan Reinhart sounds like he's out. Rich Schaefer sounds like he's out. So that's unfortunate. However, look at the payout structure. I mean, I saw this and I got excited. So, and it's probably kind of small. You might have to zoom in a little bit, but if you can't see it, I'll let you know what it says. I think this is for their national events, by the way. So, Superstock, $300 entry, $5,000 to win. We only get $1,800 to win at NHRA national events. So this is a nice little boost from $1,800 at NHRA to $5,000 at IHRA. I love it. $2,000 to run up. Your runner-up purse is more than your NHRA winner purse at a national event. $1,000 for the semifinalist. Quarterfinalist gets $300, and it says 8th finalist. So I would say that's like round 2 winner. Round 3 loss is what, $150, I guess, or round 2 loss, $150. I guess it depends on how many cars we got here. But that is the same exact payout for Stock Eliminator, which I also like because it's Stock Eliminator at national events for NHRA. You only get $1,500. They dock you $300 because stock was considered an entry-level class 100 years ago, and they kind of never changed that. So $5,000 to win in stock, same $300 entry fee. Now, I need you guys to tell me, is there contingency in IHRA that adds to this purse? If there is, then that's really, really a good purse. So somebody let me know. Also, if you want to see that schedule, that is on IHRA.com. So go check out the racing schedule so you can plan ahead for these national events and try to win these nice big purses. I was rooting for IHRA to make a comeback. I've never raced an IHRA event. I wanted to try it this year. I don't know if I will because I don't know if any of the races are near me. I would say the closest one to me would have been MIR, but I don't think they're having it anymore. I think what is it? It was called like the President's Cup or something was canceled. So I don't know if they're racing at MIR this year, Maryland International Raceway, but they are. I think the second closest would be Columbus. So that was supposed to be the same weekend as the Jeg Sports Nationals. So it was overwritten by this IHRA national event where you would get that payout there. The Jeg Sports Nationals was then that's the NHRA Jeg Sports Nationals was moved to South Georgia Motorsports Park in July. They are throwing money at us and our sport. Let's go support them and see what it's all about. I agree. So I went on the website and I'm looking to see how much a member number and a competition number and membership costs, and it looked like they were putting together an online membership portal, and I don't think it was finished yet. So we're going to have to wait on that for a little bit longer and see what they come up with. I read they are working on contingency. We will see. All right. Yeah, $5,000 plus contingency or $2,000 plus runner-up contingency. That's a sweet deal. And we'll see what they put together there. And don't forget, they were really putting money into the marketing. So if they put butts in the seats at these events, contingency sponsors might be willing and able to throw some money into the purse here because they could get a return on investment, right? NHRA provides them a decent return on investment, mainly on Sunday at national events. But I gotta, the whole Saturday thing, I'm still not a fan of because you're running early in the morning and you're running late at night and you're not really running in front of people. And I think contingency sponsors want to make sure you're running in front of people, hence the whole purpose of them using that as a marketing tool. All right, so let's see where the IHRA goes from here. What else? We had some unfortunate news come out of New Media Dragway this past weekend. I know something bad happened there. I saw that they were looking for. I saw another track posted. What track was it? South Mountain Dragway, maybe. Posted that our sister track, New Media, needs prayers because an unfortunate incident happened. And from what I'm hearing, I believe somebody that was working on the starting line got run over by a dragster, possibly, that was backing up, and I think fatally injured. So I'm hoping that that's not true. I'm hoping I misheard something. But if that's the case, that is terrible. I also heard that the person may have been young and may have just started working there. So a very unfortunate situation there if that is true at New Media Dragway. If anybody was there, if anybody has anything to share about it, let us know. But I hope I'm wrong about that. In Division 1 here, we've got some bad news from Hoosier Mid-Atlantic that said their truck, that's Roy Freeman, who we just affectionately call the Hoosier guy, at all of our races, will not be coming to the races anymore with the truck. So I think they are ceasing the operation there. But they also have said that another truck will be there. So it wasn't all bad news then. We just got word that a Hoosier truck will be in Division 1 at Maple Grove and at Virginia. Well, God, I would hope there will be a Hoosier truck at the Virginia Nationals. I don't know if they meant Virginia Divisional in October or September. I think that's in September, or if they meant the Virginia Nationals. But if there's no Hoosier tire truck at the Virginia Nationals, that's a problem. Anyways, yeah, it's getting tough, guys. You got to bring more and more spare parts. You got to order them, ahead of time. If you blow a tire out, sometimes you drive through some of these pits and there's nails or screws. You get something in the sidewall, or you get something that they can't just patch up. You need another tire, and if there's no truck there, you're gonna be in trouble. So I'm glad to see that they're salvaging this truck. I'm kind of sad that Roy won't be present on the truck because I've known him for years. Even when I was running Mickey Thompson tires, he bailed me out a couple times, when I had a flat or whatever. And you take care of me, I take care of you. I always threw him, a nice modest gratuity, we'll call it. And it's Goodyear Mickey's not at all the races either. So, we could be at some events where there's no tires there whatsoever. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that, I tell you, this economy, like this whole shift, let's get a whole shift here where prices come down, money starts flying around again, people want to invest in businesses, people want to market again. Maybe the horrible entities that bought a lot of our beloved brands will go away, and maybe actual human beings that are racers will buy these brands back. Is that a possibility? Somebody that's really good with business, let me know about that. 100% true, unfortunately. I guess that's the new media. That's the new media tragic story. All right, thanks, Ray. Is the Hoosier store open where Roy was in Finksburg, Maryland? I do believe it is. He did say if you need tires, give him a call, and he could get them for you from his home base. So I do think he's still going to be associated with Hoosier, but I just don't think he's going to be out on the truck at our races anymore. So yeah, Tom, if you need Hoosier tires, you can call Roy. I don't have his phone number, but I'm sure somebody does. Hoosier Mid-Atlantic. Just Google that. Hoosier Mid-Atlantic. All right, Stephen and Horace Johnson, we said that earlier. Guys, go check out that interview on the Revin Evan YouTube channel. That's Evan Smith. He was a longtime stock eliminator racer and magazine publisher, and still does. He's got a huge following, and he writes for the National Dragster. Actually, he wrote a nice burnout article about 2 issues ago, which he snuck my blue Mustang in there, my Stalker, C-Stock automatic car, which was pretty cool, to make a point about how dirty tires can get and why they need burnouts. Of course, I had the dirty tires because I was parked in the grass, mud at Maple Grove. It looked like that's where that was taken. All right, what else do we have? Stripe takers in stock and super stock are not legal. Okay, we've got some verbiage on NHRA Racer. Section 11A, stock cars. Well, this goes under stock cars, so I don't know if it applies to super stock or not. Stock cars, frame, ground clearance, page 10. Components added other than OEM, such as beam breakers, are prohibited. Okay, there you have it. Don't put any stripe takers, beam breakers, whatever you want to call that crap, on the front of your stocker or super stocker. All right, it's going to take a little time to recover from the last 4 years. Yeah, I know it. But I like where it's headed right now. I like where the NASDAQ's been headed the last couple of days. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm headed there this week. All right, Tom. Pick me up a set of 9x30s, 18212. If anybody has a set of those that they're looking to sell, this part number, 18212 Hoosier, let me know. That's the 9x30. So it's like the taller version of the 30x9. There, I'll just put it out there. I have a set of Hoosier Pro bracket radials. If anybody knows a bracket racer that wants a set of those, I bought them for my Stalker 5.0 because that's what I run on that car. But I don't need them. I'd rather trade them. I want to try this other tire, Hoosier 18212. So if anybody wants to trade up, I've got a set of Hoosier bracket radials, 28x9. The Hoosier bracket radials, which are a good tire and they last a very long time. All right, what time does the stock and super stock race start on Saturday at Cecil County Dragway? 9 a.m. I tried to send you the schedule, Warren, but Facebook wouldn't let me select the photo. I guess because I have like all kinds of, I don't know, protection on there from Facebook. But let me check that real quick. Okay, Cecil County Dragway. We've got juniors at 9 a.m. Q1. Then we've got gamblers. Then we've got super street. Then we've got super comp. Then we've got stock super stock. Okay, so 9 a.m. start, and stock super stock is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th class out. So 9 a.m. Cecil County. There you go. All right, what else do we have here? We got some like. All right, we talked about this last week and I think the week before. You can't test your trans brakes anywhere other than in your pit spot up on jack stands. They also don't want you bringing up, foot braking, bringing up the converter to build some heat in the transmission anywhere but in your pit spot and I guess up on jack stands. I mean, that's tough. I have done that. I've pulled up in the lanes when I felt the car was cool. I've left a nice big gap between me and the car in front of me. Have never gotten on trans brake because I've never had a trans brake. But yeah, I've put the car in low and brought the RPMs up to 1800 with my foot on the brake and done that. I do not advocate for anybody testing a trans brake anywhere but up on jack stands. That scares the crap out of me when I've got a pit neighbor or somebody who's pitted like behind me or across the road from me, getting on a trans brake button at wide open throttle. So no, that scares me, and I don't think you should do that. But if you're gonna get up on, not on your two-step, but if you're gonna bring your RPMs up to about 1500, 1800 just to build some heat, I got no problem with that. And I wish NHRA, I would think NHRA wouldn't have a problem with that, but I wouldn't chance it, guys. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't chance it. Just be careful with that. But Jesse Fritz was fined $2,500 for doing this, I believe, in his super gas car. And it's kind of a weird story where he posted that it was like he didn't even know about the rule yet. The rule, the wording of that rule didn't really come out until after, like immediately after, I guess he did this, and he said other racers were doing it, and he made sure there was like 3 car lengths gap in front of him when he did it. He did it in the lanes, which, like I said, I'm against that. But nobody got hurt. He did it, and that was it. He said that a competitor came up to him and said, "You can't do that." Apparently, there's a rule, and he said, "Okay," and he didn't do it anymore. He said he didn't get talked to by any kind of NHRA officials or anything. He got notified in an email after the race that he was being fined $2,500 for doing it. And this is just his story that I read here that he posted. So he was unhappy that he got fined. The wording said your first offense would be like a loss of run or maybe even a DQ from the event. But they kind of jumped right to the fine for him, according to what he's saying. So guys, don't chance this. Just follow the rule here. But it was unfortunate. He says he's not going to run the Lucas Oil Series full-time anymore. According to him, this was the straw that broke the camel's back, and there was other things that are kind of influencing his decision, but it sounds like they're selling cars now and going in a different direction. So it's unfortunate. He seems like he's a young guy who loves racing NHRA. So hopefully he comes back and changes his mind. And I know he was trying to appeal, but it sounded like that process wasn't going too well for him. I can't speak for NHRA, but I think they should give him a harsh talking to at the track and say, look, here's the rule. It just came out. Don't do this ever again. We'll be watching you, and you're going to get fined $2,500 if you do this again. I guess the warning could have been. I guess the warning could have been like, you know, thrown in there before the fine, but I don't know. We're only there's 3 sides to every story, right? So that's that. Okay, what else? All right, this weekend we've got the Chicago Joliet Route 66 national event, May 16. Well, it says May 16 to 18. It said that on one schedule, and it says May 15 to 18 on another schedule. So I went and got the schedule, and it is a 4-day race, guys. So we've got weather here. Let's see, 89 degrees, 84 degrees, 75 and windy, and then 69 degrees on Sunday. I am disappointed in the stock and super stock guys. This was a quota of 70 racers for stock and super stock, and 20 people dropped out at the last minute. And I think there's like 50 stockers and 50 super stockers now. Guys, that is not a good look. What is going on here? Were there that many people that all of a sudden couldn't hit the race? The weather doesn't look too bad. Like, I don't know what it is. We only have 51 stockers and 54 super stockers. We can't keep dropping like this and complaining about quotas, guys, because next year they might only throw 55 quota on there. So, guys, please, with the spot saving and or, you know, let me enter just in case I win on a scratch off and feel like taking off of work that week and going to the race, okay? Let's be a little bit more, I don't know, empathetic, or I don't know what the word is, for the racers that might want to race that event and they can't because it's the only one close to them, and they were locked out of it for 8 weeks, and then they never put in for time off at work, and now there's 20 open spots and they can't get off for Thursday and Friday of this week. All right, let's try to think about that racer a little bit. All right, let's see. Here's the schedule for that race, by the way, and it's kind of the same old. We do get 3 qualifying sessions on Thursday, so pretty excited about that. You got round 1 on Friday, round 1 in the morning, and then you're done for the day. They run Top Dragster, Factory Showdown, Factory X, Pro Mod, always run before Pro Mod, and then the Pros to close out the night. That's Friday. Second round would be Saturday. You're going to run second round in the morning. And I love the fact that this track starts at 9:30. Everybody gets to sleep in here. It's not 8 a.m. Like some of the other national events. So 9:30 gives you some time. The crowd can fill in, gives you time to wake up and get the car warmed up. Round 2 in the morning on Saturday, and then all pros all day long. And then round 3 and round 4 Saturday night. Not my favorite. I don't like that. But that just seems to be the norm nowadays. So we got to get used to it, unfortunately. Racing in front of nobody and potentially racing at night. Might not be nighttime. It stays light out pretty late nowadays. And then you got Sunday. We got pre-race ceremonies. They're running the pros 2 rounds, and then round 5 for us, pros again, and final rounds for us, and then pros again. You get your parade of champions, so you will get interviewed in front of the crowd. So Sunday schedule, I love the Sunday schedule. At least they're sticking by that one. So there you go. There you have it. If you're running that race, plan accordingly. And good luck if you are. All right. What else do we got? We have a D4 Dallas double. It's going to be hot. 91 degrees, 91 degrees, 87 degrees, and 91 degrees, according to weather.com. So if you're going to Dallas, bring a lot of water and bring a good air conditioner. And enjoy yourself. Texas Motorplex, Ennis, Texas. Who else? Division 6, Eagle, Idaho. What's that? Firebird Raceway, I believe it's called. It's going to be 67 degrees, 63 degrees, and 60 degrees. It's going to be nice and cold there. I don't know what the track elevation is, but that sounds like go fast weather. So good luck, Division 6. We'll see some points movement there. We've got a Mid-Atlantic Stk Super Stock Association this weekend, May 17 and 18 at Cecil County Dragway. I just told you that schedule. We start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Stock Super Stock is the 5th category out. So you got some time if you want to get there Saturday morning to get ready. I'm going to try and stream the event on this channel, this YouTube channel, and my Facebook page. So I am going to try to get there Friday night to get set up, but I can't promise anything right now. I'm still trying to get cars and motorhomes and trailers ready for the weekend as well. So there's a lot going on here. What else? We've got Sonoma, May 25th, 26th. They got a combo race, $1,000 to win each day. So that looks pretty cool. Good luck anybody that's heading there. That is a kind of an unusual type of thing, a Division 7 combo race, but we like to see it. Actually, sometimes the Hawk brothers put one on in Arizona. So good job out there. All right, who else? We've got our big money race here in Division 1, May 22nd. The Super Bucks race there, that is test session day at the Divisional at Maple Grove. So it would be $125 gate fee and $400 entry fee. So for $525, they're hoping for, 100 cars would pay 20 grand to win. That would be nice. And they've got a lot of sponsors. Look at them all. Hoosier, we've got California Car Cover, we've got Mickey Thompson, we've got Reinhardt's Performance, GavTech Solutions. I think Herbie Knoll's throwing some money in there. Portatree is throwing something in there. Actually, I've got it right here. So we've got GavTech throwing $500 to the best winning package of eliminations. We've got Mickey Thompson, buy one, get one free card to the last 2 drivers remaining. Hoosier and Herbie Knoll are giving $300 to the winner if they run Hoosier tires and have the decal. Reinhardt's Performance is giving $300 gift certificate to the winner, $100 to the runner-up, and you have to run that decal. Tilburg Racing Engines, $300 winner, $200 runner-up. It didn't stipulate that they had to run a Tilburg engine right there, so it could be for anybody. Portatree is giving the best losing reaction time in round 2 a free pocket tree, and the final 8 cars receive a California Car Duster from Jimmy D. Frank. So thank you very much. I think there's more than that. That post is actually about a week old, I think, or older. So there's, I think, more coming in. So what else do we have? Let's see. Walt says, you can test the trans brake at idle. I don't get what people are actually doing it for. You don't have to fully deck it to check the 2-step. Yeah. You make a valid point there, Walt. You're right. At an idle. Push the trans brake. See if the trans brake's holding. If you want to check the 2-step, right. put a a 3000 chip in there, a 2000 chip in there, and bounce it off of that. Chuck Weisberg's late again. What's up, Chuck? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. The Chicago race is a little weird, not running all the normal categories and splitting some of the Dallas double crowd. It is. I know that drive is probably very long, but you've got Chicago up here, you got Dallas down here, and again, if you're from, I don't know, Kansas or something in between, where do you go, right? Where do you go? I don't like the shared weekends. Hey, Don Kennedy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Darian Houston's coming in late. How you doing, Darian? Getting ready for the Stick Shift Nationals, Father's Day weekend? Bob Bender is running the Super Bucks race. All right, Bob. I'll see you there Thursday. More coming for that race. Working on an updated flyer tonight. All right. Wow. Which race, Brian? Specify. Pete Ducko, what's going on, Pete? How's Florida? Probably hot. Probably hotter than hot. All right. Let's see. What else? What else did I miss? All right. So we have our Memorial Day weekend Division 1 opener. Finally, Division 1's going to go racing. And that starts on May 23rd. We've got the Night of Chaos on that Saturday night, which is May 24th. May 23rd is Friday. May 24th is Saturday. We usually get one qualifying session in the morning, and then we run first round of eliminations in the afternoon. Then they run alcohol, dragster, and funny car, and then there's fireworks, and I think there's even a jet car. And it's free car, or not free car loads, sorry, $40 car loads for spectators. So pack as many people as you can into a car. Come in a school bus for all I care. And come to Maple Grove on Saturday, May 24th. And come back on Sunday also. I think they should run alcohol on Saturday qualifying and then Sunday eliminations and try to pack the house 2 days in a row. All right, let's see. So let's go over points and see how that's going to change this weekend. All right, so top 5 in stock: C.W. Hofer, Jeff Atkinson, Dwayne Scheitlen, Darren Grossi, Brent Calvert. All right, so that is D7 heavy right there, aside from Jeff Atkinson, and Scheitlen might be D5. Super stock: Evan Kowalski, Mike Cotton, Chad Guilford, Justin Lamb, and Leo Glassbrenner. First place in each division. Division 1, Anthony Bongiovanni is leading in stock and super stock. Division 2, Jeff Atkinson is leading in stock and super stock. Division 3, Josh Decker in stock, Jeff Dona in super stock. I don't see Josh Decker on the list for Route 66, which was a little surprising to me. Jeff Dona is on the list there in super stock. Division 4, Justin Hutto in stock, Hunter Pierdola in super stock, and that's going to could change this weekend. They've got a double race. Let's see. Our buddy Walt is in 10th place in super stock. 10th place. Where's he going to drop to now? All right. Come up with an over-under on that, Walt. Division 5, Ellis Booth in first in stock, and he's going to be in Joliet, and Jay Story in super stock. Division 6, Cal Method in stock, Steve Hahn in super stock, and Division 6 is racing this weekend. Division 7, Nanette Stein in stock, and Mike Cotton in super stock. And there you have it for the points in stock and super stock. All right. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover tonight. Anybody else has any comments, concerns, complaints? Let us know. Don Kennedy's doing great at his age. He sure is. How you doing, Don? Oh, Zen. So you're doing the flyer for Maple Grove. So Brian Zen says there is more coming for that race. He's working on an updated flyer tonight. All right. I like the sound of that. Hot, 90 degrees down in Florida. They need sponsors for the Stick Nationals. Spread the word. All right, guys. If you want to sponsor a content creator's dream, sponsor the Stick Shift Nationals. It is a quite an event, and if you want to step back in time and hear 9,000 RPM clutch dumps out of, like, you know, door slammers, that's the place you want to be. Heavy flywheels. It's like old school. I love it. Rocket Man Race Coatings, we appreciate you. Liam says hi. What's up, Liam? How you doing, buddy? Hope to see you guys soon. Get your parts coated by Rocket Man. Darian Houston, something about the guy who sponsored the big money last year is sick now and can't sponsor. Uh-oh, they need a big title sponsor. And he was a big title sponsor. It was free entry to win 10 grand at this race for many years. So hopefully they can find somebody. Contact Lee Ann Flint if you want to sponsor the Stick Shift Nationals, or if you want to be an associate sponsor. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you there, and they'd be happy to plaster your name and or business all over their social media and all over the track. All right, Darian, good luck with that. Hopefully you can find something. I like to come to that race, and it's the best performing video 2 years in a row now. That is the best performing YouTube video that I've put out, Stick Shift Nationals. For a crowd that really loves my stock and super stock videos, Stick Shift Nationals has been tops last 2 years. And I'm telling you, it's a content creator's dream. Tim Barrett is sure going to miss Gloria and Dave Lay. So what's going on? Dave Lay retired from NHRA completely, like nothing anymore? Is he still going to help with the CCRA, Carolina Class Racers Association? Hopefully. All right, Darian, you got it, buddy. Eddie Byler, what's up, Eddie? How you doing? You still in first place in Sportsman Eliminator at New Media? Let us know. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a good night. Good luck, everybody, racing this weekend. We got a busy weekend. Maybe we can get somebody, whoever does well this weekend, whoever feels like coming on as a guest on Tuesday after racing this weekend, let me know. I could use a guest next week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about next week after all these races. All right, be safe out there. Thank you to the sponsors that make this possible. And hope to see you all at Cecil County this weekend. Be sure to come say hello. And at Maple Grove the following weekend. All right, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Share this with 1 million of your closest friends. See you guys. Take care.